Alright, so it's day 198 of the year. And it is a Sunday, and yesterday I talked about zigzag calorie cycling. Zigzag calorie cycling. It's too early. And I practiced it yesterday for a test run, so today is the official day we're going to get started on it for an entire week because it is Sunday. It's the beginning of the week, and we'll pull this off for the next 7 days until next Sunday and see how we did after a full 7 days of zigzag calorie cycling the right way, the way it's supposed to be done. My method has always been a calorie conscious type of thing where I just remain calorie conscious. That's how we done it back in the day before we had a way to figure out calories so easily like we do now.
Hello.
So
Please step on the scale.
we'll see where our starting weight is, and we won't get on this every day, just today and then next week, and it's already a good start.
Your weight is 276.8 pounds.
So there you go, we're at 276.8. That little hiccup I had yesterday did not affect, or Friday, it did not affect me at all. The undigested food is obviously gone now. And just being calorie conscious the way I've always been, I'm actually down an extra pound from what I was, because I was hitting at 277.8 to 277.6. So now we're down to 276.8. So we're actually doing pretty good. We're actually heading in the right direction. I don't think one day made that big a difference, but 7 days should render great results. I wanted to be as close as I could by tomorrow to the 60 pounds of weight loss, and I guess you can say that I did pretty darn good, because like I said, that's over an 8-pound weight loss in a week. They say 2 to 3 pounds is a really healthy weight loss. We pulled off 8 pounds in a week. That's phenomenal. I'm not going to complain about that. I'm going to accept that as a victory. I would have had to really cut and restrict to get it down the way I wanted to, and I didn't do that. And that doesn't mean I failed. I mean, 8 pounds, that's a heck of a victory, right? And I got to eat every day, okay? I didn't have to suffer and struggle to get it off. Like I say, I started doing that not this past Friday, but the Friday before, and from that Friday to this Sunday, we've dropped 8 pounds. I mean, hey, what can I say? That's less than 2 weeks. 8 pounds in less than 2 weeks. But we're going to try to see if we can amplify those results by calorie cycling the right way and zigzagging those calories back and forth throughout the day. That is the purpose of this whole experiment. And another thing I want to talk about too is I might start dipping my toes in the water and trying different foods to see how they affect me that may not be that may contain some red meat. We'll just put it that way, and just see how it makes us feel. Now, I'm not going to give up my chicken and turkey burgers by no means. I still plan on eating those because they're a healthier option anyway, and I really have grown to love that taste of those turkey burgers. I actually kind of prefer the flavor of those now, especially the frozen ones. When you're talking about frozen burgers, turkey burgers blow the beef burgers away, hands down. To get a good beef burger, you all know you got to get the fresh ground beef and pat that out in order to get good ones, or get the ones that the grocery store has patted out for you, but sells it fresh. I don't know, something about the frozen ones to me. I've never enjoyed any of the frozen beef patties, but the turkey burger, now that's a different story. They are actually really good, cooked up and grilled up, or however you want to do them. But for the sake of my calorie cycling and stuff, I may need to get some quick meals. Another thing I want to discuss too is Janice starts back work in the morning. Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, which will be 4 days out from now. Tomorrow to be, when she starts back, it'll be 3 days out. So she only has like Monday and Tuesday she can be out anyway before her 6 weeks of recovery time's up. She's going to go ahead and get started back Monday, like a couple of days early, and I think that's all well and good. She is ready to go, and she's already talked with her clients about it's going to be light duty for the first 2 weeks going back into work. So she's going to mainly just be running errands and stuff, because she's allowed to drive now for them. So we'll be able to meet up with her a day or two throughout the week, I'm sure. And I'm going to have to discuss with her today about my strict calorie cycling, and our options are going to be limited away from those Mexican restaurants and buffet style restaurants while we're doing this. Well, like I say, I'm trying this hat on for a week, and if this works out extremely well, then we will continue this way until we reach our desired goal for the year. But that's all I got for now. I will be opening my brand new air fryer after a while, and we'll be giving the old tree out later on today. So y'all stay tuned for that. Alright, yesterday I pulled up a calorie calculator. Excuse me. Too early in the morning, my voice is cracking. But yesterday I pulled up a calorie calculator, and I calculated my my weight, my height, my gender, all of that into the calculator, and it come up with a number for me, which was around 2,300 calories is the one I went by. It was the top middle number is what I went by, because that is the one that yields weight loss results no matter what. But we're going to dumb that down a little bit today and simplify it so everyone can understand. So basically what I try to do is not cross that 2,000 calorie threshold, because everything out there is based on a 2,000 calorie a day diet anyway. So anything under that is helpful in helpful in aiding in weight loss. So what you want to do is you want to try to definitely not go over that 2,000. But if you do, I just wanted to point out that you're safe within a few hundred calories. Now that number changes with weight loss. I could calculate that today at my current weight, because I calculated it yesterday at 2,278. No, my bad. It's too early. I calculated it at my weight, which at the time was 278 pounds. So today it was 276.8. So if I recalculated it to 276, it would yield different numbers. But what it'll never do is it'll never vary under 2,000 calories. So if you don't want to or can't figure out a calorie calculator, what you could do is just use 2,000 as your maximum number. And then try to stay around 15 to 1600 calories in a day. But if you go a little over that, you're going to be okay, and you're still going to get weight loss results. And what you want to try to do is you want to zigzag that. Like some days you might want to eat 1500 calories, and then some days throughout the week you might want to eat 1200 to 1000 calories. And if you wind up going over a little bit, you can always correct that by doing an extreme day of around 5 to 700 calories. So you can figure out your total in a week just by the main thing you gotta know is don't go over that 2000 every day. That's all you really need to know. Basically, you just write down your calorie amounts or keep them in your head, or however you want to do it for the day. You don't even have to write it down. All you got to do is make sure that you do not go over that 2000, and you're going to be fine. It is easy. A lot of people have a problem with it because it gets overcomplicated, and it doesn't have to be complicated. The simple rule of thumb is don't go over 2,000, and you're going to be good. You're going to achieve weight loss results. If you want to do it properly, you got to know what you're taking in. Now, you don't have to do it properly. You can do it like I've always done it. You can be calorie conscious. But if you get it in your head, that you go to some mom and pop restaurant and order a certain food, and you have no idea what calories you've taken in, but you know that you eat, let's just say, a Taco Bell burrito supreme, and that had about 600 calories in it. Hypothetical. I'm not sure what the amount really is, but let's just say 600 calories. But then you go to the local clock restaurant, you get a chili cheeseburger plate with fries, and you wind up eating about 12 to 1300 calories. So you didn't know what you had there. So what you wind up doing is going over, and in your head you don't know it, but you feel good about it in your head because you're thinking, oh, I did good for today. But what you really did is you went over your calorie amount, and you either had a slight pickup of gain, or you had or at least had a standstill. So progress is not moving forward that way. You understand? You got to cycle that. But let's just say you did have a mess up day like that. You can the next day you can eat a whole lot less calories, like 1,000 and under, and you can totally redeem yourself from the mess up day. And that is kind of what I did from Friday when I had the tire debacle going on, and I wound up eating outside my window and all kinds of other things. Yesterday I kept a really good track record of what I had, and I ate way under the amount that I was allowed. So results continued forward today, and that's why it's important to know the numbers in your head, because I don't care what diet you're on. If you're going over those numbers exist for a reason, and if you're not paying attention to them, and if you're going over them, just winging it, and then you're wasting your time. I mean, and the last thing I want to see is anybody I know and care about out there who's trying to better themselves waste their time. And starving is always going to be the main factor in weight loss for sure. So if you're not taking in any calories, then it's a no-brainer. But I like to eat, and I like to eat whatever the heck I want and lose weight, and I'm going to be practicing more of that this week. I think I'm going to just like I said, dip my toe in the water and maybe eat a cheeseburger or two. Maybe not even a cheeseburger, maybe something like a frozen lasagna to start out with, see how that does. They make a lot of product out there I could put in my air fryer and have quick meals off of, so we'll just see what happens. But anyway, I just wanted to add that in there. It's just a simple keep 2,000 calories in your head, and try not to go over that number. And if that's if you're a male. If you're a woman, then try to do 15 and under. I think it's a little different for women than men. I think men metabolize it better than women do. So 1,500 and under if you're a woman. So there you go. And if you're a man and you want to really excel, you keep yours at 15 and under, knowing that in your head, and you will definitely see a drop, big drops coming to you real soon, and you'll be able to enjoy the food that you want. And it helps to know what you're getting into before you actually go to the restaurant. Like yesterday, I went to Arby's. I got that buffalo chicken and that curly fry. I had no idea what I was fixing to eat or the calorie amounts, and I was worried about it. But I knew in my head that it was going to be. I knew in my head that it was going to be 1,000 calories or more, and it turned out to be 1,100 calories and some change. So I did really well. I did really well, but anyway, we'll talk about it more as this day rolls on. Alright, so let's go try the new air fryer. Now it's time for the magical unboxing, and I'm a bit of an expert when it comes to unboxing things. So first of all, you're gonna need a good sharp pair of scissors, and then make you a few little cuts, and then rip that bad boy open. Rip up all that tape, yeah. And then you want to unfold all the lids carefully, then take out the cookbook and chunk it, and then the next thing you know, you want to grab up some of that styrofoam on the top of the box and chunk that over there and the floor somewhere, and then there you go. There's your product. It's all in a baggie, and then you got to take this heavy bad boy out of this thing, and there's the cookware. Chunk that over to the side, lightly though. Lightly. That's the cookware. Oh, there it is. There's what's going to create the magic. Okay. Then you want to set that on a hard surface, about pretty high up where you can unbag the thing, and then yeah. Oh, and then you're just gonna struggle with it. Then next thing you know, you just got to cut the camera off so you can unbag this thing with two hands. Okay, so now there's the old air fryer. And there's the new one. Thing is heavy. I tell you what. Look at there. It's like David and Goliath, and Goliath is a bad boy. I'm here to tell you what. So then you got to finish the unboxing process by taking out all the little cardboards and plastics and stuff off of the little trays and stuff, and then you got to compare your old air fryer with your new air fryer so you can, see the differences. Look at there. There's the new air fryer basket, and there's the old. Look at the size of that new one, y'all. I'm here to tell you, I couldn't be happier with this thing. And of course, we got some new pans, new broiler pans. We got a top broiler that goes onto the pan where the drain off can go down into the pan, and then we got a whole extra pan. So we got all of this great accessories that come with it. And now we're gonna cook up some of this here turkey bacon. Try it out. Then we're gonna cook up some hash browns in the air fryer basket on top, while the bacon is cooking at the bottom. Sound good to y'all? Sounds good to me. Alright, moment of truth time. There is the heating elements on the bottom, and it's got 3 heating elements on the top. So you got full surround heat with this one. My old one only had 2 heating elements on the bottom, so this is going to be epic. And then the fan in the middle just creates heat throughout the entire oven while those elements are heating up and creating. And it is also important to know that this thing only has a 90-second preheat time, so that is incredibly fast compared to my old air fryer. My old air fryer only give me, it gave me about, I had to wait about 2 minutes or so before it did the preheat and started cooking. So this thing is epic. All right, so after playing around with the controls for about 15 minutes, I finally figured out what everything does. You got a temperature up and down, and you got a cycling through your phases right there. We want to select the air fryer mode, and then we're going to set it for the minutes, and we're going with 21 minutes because that sounds good. 21's a good number. And then we're going to set the temperature to about 400 degrees to give it the old college tree out here. And then we're going to go with the 2-level function at the top. I'm not sure what that does, so we're going to try that out first. And I did wind up flipping it down to the other one halfway through, and I'm here to tell you what, it cooked this bacon and these hash browns beautifully and wonderfully. So now it is time for the moment of truth. It looks like everything is done. We're going to take it out and we're going to give it a good look over. Look at how brown those hash browns turned out from frozen. I mean, the edges are crispy. They are perfect. Perfect, just like this. This air fryer cooks these quicker and gets them browner and crispier faster than my old air fryer for sure. And the bacon, look at that. That is perfectly cooked bacon. I'm here to tell you what, it is crispy and it is done. Never had turkey bacon. Give it a tree out sometime. But this is the finished product here. We got a sandwich situation going on with a little mayo and a little ketchup on our hash browns. And me and Janice, we sat down to enjoy a breakfast together. And this entire meal probably weighs in around 600 calories from what I figured out. So that's a good healthy start for getting our calories in for today. And it was quite enjoyable. I really love this air fryer. Never mind that little slither of mayonnaise on my face, y'all. Just forget it's there. Pretend like it didn't happen. It never happened. All right. While I'm mixing up my hash browns, I just wanted to point out, do not pay attention to the little white mayonnaise on my mustache there, because it's not there. It didn't happen, okay? I can't edit it out. Alright, so the hash browns are good, and the meal was very good. Very impressed with the air fryer. It was a great success, and I love it. Alright, folks, so it is the end of the day, and I didn't have to go get anything in town today. Amazing, right? Yeah, I didn't have to run. We actually made hot dogs for supper here at home. Everybody was liking the hot dogs that I made over the week, and they wanted me to make some more. People come running for my hot dog. I'm telling you, my chili is the bomb. So, we made those hot dogs. I eat at home. I air fried the weenies, the franks, or whatever you want to call them. I had the 2 larger turkey sausages in there. Those are all mine. And the rest of them had beef franks. And I made that stovetop chili I always make. And chopped up some onion. And had hot dogs. And didn't have french fries this time, just the hot dogs. And that is it for today. And that equaled out to about, let's see, that was about 650. So altogether we had about, what did I say earlier today? 600 and 650. That'd be 1,250 calories. So we went a little under the 1,500 today. But I did have a sandwich earlier too. I almost forgot about that. I had a turkey sandwich, the same one I've been making, except for I didn't put no cheese on it this time, so it was a lot lower in calorie. If I had to guess, 200. So I had around 1,400 calories, because all I put on it, I put some regular mustard on there because of 0 cal. I wanted to have a quick little snack, and a 35 calorie piece of turkey and some sauerkraut on there. That's all I had on it, and the bread. And I used a loaf of bread, 2 pieces of loaf bread, and they weighed in together at 120 calories. So yeah, it was about 1450 to 1500 calories today. So yeah, I mean, we're good, man. That's about where I wanted to land it anyway. So that turned out to be perfect, kind of perfect. And yeah, and this video is getting long. I have some more I want to say, but I think I'll save that for tomorrow. So we're going to end it here, folks. So until tomorrow, y'all have a good one.